There I am. There I am. I'm here. Ta-da. Y'all, if you read the chat, you'll notice that I forgot to make my coffee. Have you ever heard of such a thing? I forgot to make my coffee. So it's making right now. Till then, I've got water. I'm watching for some. There they are, right there. There's the ones, right when I was getting ready to say it. So for now, it's good morning, and I'm having water till my coffee gets here. That was good water. I enjoy water. I drink water first, and then my coffee, and then more water. And I drink water all day. It's good for you. It is good for you. Let's get up here to the top of my chat. It's challenge day, y'all. Woo! So welcome to challenge day. And let's see who's here. I see Floss. Good morning. Good morning, Floss. Lily T. Good morning. Inspired to Wander. Good morning. See here, Fairy Dust Sweep the Wild Winds. You're up bright and early this morning. The challenge for this morning is waking up from dreaming of coffee. Oh, yeah. There's me. I'm in the kitchen making coffee. On my way. Don't go anywhere. I'm glad you all are here. There's Scully Pop. Good morning. Good morning. See here, Dream Angus is here. Good morning, Lisa. Dirk is here. Good morning. Is shivering in Michigan. Left the blistering heat in Florida last week, drinking hot coffee with my beanie on. I bet. Well, normally I would have a hoodie on right now, but this makes it very difficult to take the hoodie off when I get warm or hot. So I got my tie-dye on today. Whoa! Whoa! And a jacket. Just because it's easier to take off. Otherwise, I'd totally have a hoodie on. They've been in the back of the closet. I'm now moving them to the front of the closet. Oh, yeah. You get my Hello Kitty hoodies are coming out. Doug's John Deere hoodies coming out. Yes. Let's see here. I'm scrolling. Hey, there's She Devil Adventures. Good morning, Tommy. Good morning. And I'm scrolling. Oh, Floss says the baby parrot goes home today. Oh, is it going to be sad? It's the cutest little thing. Let's see. One and a wake up. Tommy says I'm having coffee, boiled eggs, and a cheese Danish. Good morning to me. Hey, while I was at Mom's, my mom has this egg timer. I made her some ham salad, and I had her taste it, and I said, what's it need? And she said, my mom always put boiled eggs in it. So I made boiled eggs. But she has an egg cooker that will, depending on how much water you put in it, determines how the egg is cooked. And I'd never used one before. I've always boiled them in a pan, right? And so I put them in there. I made a couple for Doug. And that was the coolest thing ever. So a new egg cooker is on my list of things that are a must-have. Because I also like boiled eggs. Oh, Lily, I'm sorry your morning started bad, but I'm glad it's good. I'm glad it's good now. I love you. Claw says, yes, we both will miss that little bird. Oh. Oh, Lily says they had thunder and lightning this morning. Inspired to Wander has some birds on her client list. Nice. There's Carla Reyes Crochet. Good morning. Let's see here. Skelly Papa waving. Lily says, I pulled all of my hoodies. If I pulled all of my hoodies out, I have way too many. I think I have. So I got my 2 Hello Kitties. I have stolen the John Deere hoodie. So I have that one. It hangs in the closet, but we all know who wears it. I've got my red one that Tom gave me, and I've got another one. I don't remember which one it is. And Doug got me this jersey. This is a jersey jacket, but it's lined. Can you see that fleece lining in there? Oh, I love it. I love it. It's a hoodie, but not a pullover hoodie. It's a zip-up hoodie. Let's see here. Scrolling. Everybody's saying, oh, Lily's got the coffee. I can hear mine gurgling, so it's still making. I'll go in there and grab me some here in a few minutes. Mobang for your box. Good morning. Good morning. All right. Well, if I missed anybody, just say, hey, Ava, and I'll get you a greeting. Sometimes it's hard, and once in a while I miss somebody. Have me some more water. I'm going to pretend it's coffee. Oh, the coffee pot quit gurgling. Does that mean it's ready? Well, let's just come over here and let's see. Let's put this right there before I do that. There we go. And let's come over here. We'll watch this moon video while I go grab my coffee. Thank goodness. Coffee. Well, this is one that Doug filmed. I do remember Doug filmed this one. And we were down on the banks of the Mississippi River watching the moon rise. And I'll be right back and have coffee. All right, I'm back with my coffee. Good coffee. I'm so excited. I'm going ultrasonic. Coffee. That is hot coffee. That is so good. So, I have a new video, you guys. It's a live highlight. Yeah. And it's members first. It's been to Patreon. It's members first today, and then tomorrow it'll drop. And yeah, it's a blooper or a funny or something. I don't know. I guess you'd call it a blooper. About remember the fly that came to visit me during my live the other day? Yeah. Me and my sense of humor made me a highlight about it. All right, let's see here. There's where I was when I went to go get my coffee. Anytime you see something like that in the chat, that's what that's about. Keep in my place. Everybody's saying good morning. See here. That video is hilarious. It drops tomorrow. I think at like 7 a.m. Oh. I laughed so hard when I was making it. Doug thought I was crazy. But he's not the one that had a fly in his mouth now, is he? Oh my goodness. Well, I forgot to say I'm Ava, and this is Morning Talk with Ava, and the channel is Ava Potterfield and Friends, and I'm very, very glad that you are here. And today is actually a special day. It's challenge day. Once a month, we have a show and tell on the second Wednesday of the month, and then the fourth Wednesday of the month, we have a challenge day. And the challenge for this month was walking. And, you know, in the past, it's been about how far you went and how long you walked. But this time, it's just about what did you see when you were out there walking? What'd you see? And I can't wait to see those. Mo Bang. How does fly taste? Buzzingly delicious? Yes, he was all buzzing around in there, and I was like rolling him around in my mouth, put him down, and the poor thing walked away. Well, this is all I can say is yuck. Right? Yeah. Oh my goodness. Mobang saw it already because he's in Patreon. Oh my goodness. Yeah, right? Puke face. But the amazing thing was I didn't cuss about it. I'm so glad that was not my first reaction. My first reaction was, now to me, it was like slow motion. The fly went in my mouth, and I'm thinking, oh my gosh, a fly's in my mouth, and they're watching. Did they see that? And how do I get it out of my mouth? And in my mind, everything just slowed down. But in the video, it's all very quick. Buzzingly delicious. Oh, there's some member emojis right there. Now, on the StreamYard side, it just tells me which ones you used. But on the YouTube side, you're seeing pink hearts made of flowers. And Lily reminding us, if you type exclamation point awesome, then ta-da, Nightbot will drop your channel link. Nothing to see here, just a fly in my mouth. It was embarrassing. But anyway, it all worked out good. I didn't cuss like a sailor, and I didn't throw up. So, or gag. Oh my goodness. That is my first coffee of the day because ding dong me forgot to make the coffee. Okay, well, let's get started. Fly sweater tongue. My tongue was not happy. Neither was that poor little fly. He was all walking away really slow. He was traumatized. So was I. All right, let's get on the road with this show and tell. First up, let me see if it's going to let me get over there. I mean, not show and tell, challenge day. If someone will drop a link for Nancy at Inspired to Wander. Hey, you're not supposed to see that yet. That was a sneak peek. If you will drop a link for Nancy at Inspired to Wander or an exclamation point awesome, and you can drop your channel link that way. Either way, let's see here. Okay, I'm going to put one up there, and then I'm going to read this, and then we'll look at the others. So here's the first one. And it says, a couple of weeks ago, I explored a new California state park that is located across from a lovely bay not far from San Francisco. As I walked the trails and explored the grounds, I took a few photos of that lovely bay, Tamales Bay, and also some of the interesting features of the park. I'm attaching a few of those photos of this walk. It was a gorgeous day and the views were so lovely. Walking and being out in nature is my thing. I love to walk and hike, and many of my YouTube videos reflect that. Happy end of summer, everyone. Awesome. Okay, so here's a couple more that she sent in. Isn't that beautiful? There's a tiny waterfall. Tiny waterfall. Oh, I'm still here. I'm going to go. Isn't that beautiful? Tiny waterfall. Just gorgeous. What a view. I like that. Thank you, Nancy. Thank you for sending those in. So that last picture where the dry grass is there, that reminds me that fall is on the way, going to be here very, very soon. And I'm one of those people that I can step outside and I can tell you fall is here by the smell in the air. I can smell when the trees start to change. There is a very distinct odor of the changing and the drying of the leaves. And I'm not the only one that can smell when the leaves start drying up. Other people can too, but I certainly can. And I love fall. I'm excited. I forgot to do the weather. Let's do a weather update real quick. Right now, it is 57 degrees at my house. Now, I don't want it to get any colder than 55 That's between 55 and 70. Those are the perfect temperatures for me. But 57 degrees right now. And our high is going to be 79. And we are in the 70s and 80s all week. And the lows in the 50s and 60s all week. Fantastic. Fantastic. All right, let's get back over here to the chat for a minute. And let's see. All right, here we go. The show must go on with flies in my mouth or not. That's right. Nightbot says, always remember you are amazing, even if you have a fly in your mouth. Hopefully nobody else has a fly in their mouth. Let's see. Leaving my heart in San Francisco. Beautiful pictures. She says, thank you. I love that Tamales Bay. Nice walking trails too. Oh, neat. I love the walking trails. Okay, Lily says it's 73 now and the high is going to be 85 today. Nancy says fall is actually a nicer time to hike than summer because it's too hot in the summer in some places. Looking forward to fall hiking. Yeah. What's going on here? Is that just for my... Oh, yeah, that's just for my bracelet. Okay. I slept with a bracelet on and it's in my arm edge. I took it off just now. Mobang says a high of... No, 65 right now. High of 85. Fairy dust is currently 66, but not for long. 91 is the high. Tommy at She Devil Adventures says it's currently 69 with a high of 79. Too hot. All right. Now let's see I think the next link we need is Lily T. Yes, it is. If someone will please drop a link for Lily T, she is up next. What's going on over there? That is fine. Says my signal's weak. I'm fine over there. That's my modem and my router or my whatever. But anyway, my Wi-Fi comes from right there and all my blue lights are on. So I don't know what the deal is. We're good over there. Okay. Lily T. Here I go. So when Lily first steps out the door, there's her flowers. Aren't they pretty? I love those. Tell you what, one of my things that brings me joy, as you all know, are flowers and flower gardens. I enjoy them so much, and that is really pretty. And then, what's a walk if you don't have Miss Pippi with you? Look at Miss Pippi all decked out in her pink halter. I think even her collar's pink and her pink leash. She is styling. And there she is. She is so pretty. She is so pretty. And look at that dog smile. Look at that dog smile. There she's all business. And here she's like, I love you, Mom. Thank you for those pictures, Lily T. Thank you. All right. Let me get back over here. Woo, it's warming up, drinking coffee. I gotta get this jacket off. Now, this is not a pretty sight because it's kind of hard to get off my other arm. So bear with me while I get out of this jacket. Okay. There we go. All right, we're good now. Yay, we're good now. See what my bracelet did to me because I slept in it. I knew better than that. I just forgot to take it off. Okay, don't scratch it. All right, let's get up here. There we go. So there's Lily dropping her link, and there it is right there. Ta-da! Mobang says, I think that we will get the last heat of the summer on Labor Day. Then it's the real start of the fall weather here in Southern California. Floss says it's 50 right now, going to be 79. All right, here we go. Hey, there's Sandra. Good thing you're here because you're up next. Welcome and good morning. Let's see here. Woofs and wags to Pippi. Absolutely. Pippi is a great walking companion. She looks like she is so happy too. And I bet she's a good walker and keeps a good pace. Sandra's got to go get the coffee. And Sandra is up next, so there's her link to Hawkins Family Adventures right there. And put my mark in the chat. And let's get on over there. Boop. And here we go. So we all know that Sandra's been doing all this walking, working on her health, and working on toward walking a 5K. So here she is catching a sunrise. That is beautiful. Beautiful. I think sunrises and sunsets are just soothing to the soul. And I think they are like some of the best medicine out there. Just catching a sunrise or a sunset, you can just feel your body. It goes, oh, your whole body does. You can feel it. And here we go. And she's walking, walking, walking. Now look at that view she has as she is walking. That is gorgeous. Just gorgeous. Nice. I can just hear that water lapping on the shoreline. Just looking. So pretty. I love that view right there. That is just so gorgeous. They have me a fishing pole right there. Absolutely gorgeous. Thank you, Sandra, for sending those in. They're absolutely gorgeous. All right, now I'm going to hop back over here to the chat. All right, and here we go. There's where we left off. Nancy says, nice sunrise. Oh, yeah. Me too. Fairy Dust says, I was hanging around the grocery store yesterday due to coolness and was checking all the different coffee creamers. Can't wait for the holiday flavors. Absolutely. Oregon is gorgeous for sure. Love that water view. Just gorgeous. Beautiful pictures. Right? Pretty scenery. Absolutely. Tommy says, love sunsets. I don't get up early enough to see any sunrises. Anytime we go out to film a sunrise, we have set our alarms and we drag ourselves out of bed and we go make some coffee, put it in the thermos, but then we're kind of waking up a little bit. Gather up all the equipment and off we go. Off we go. I filmed them out the side window of the, rolled the window down and filmed from there. Most of the time, we set up the tripod because I don't know if it's an age thing or what, but I just can't hold a camera. I can hold a camera still for pictures, but it's getting harder to hold it still for videos. So I usually have to get out and at the very least get out of the car and set up the tripod. But our favorite place to go is down at the river, on the riverfront, and we go sit on one of those dock pilings and sit up there and enjoy it from there. Let's see. And Sandra says it was one of my fishing trips. Nice. I was going to say that one. I'd have a fishing pole right there. Let's see. River Styx is riding his motorcycle across country. Oh, nice. Nice. That is awesome. Oh, Nightbot, always remember that you are amazing. All right, I'm going to put this in here. And check something here. Okay, now. Okay. All right. Let's get over here. I don't know who's next. I'll have to come over here and take a peek. Okay, if someone will drop a link for Service Venator, we have some sunflowers. You know, he has what he calls the dove field, where he grows the food for the doves, and other wildlife comes in there as well. Let's see, so this is Service Venator. And check it out. He sent some pictures of his sunflowers, which I think technically are for the next show and tell, but I'll show them here as well because I think they're so pretty. And today's challenge is about what did you see when you were outside, so they fit in perfect. Check out those sunflower seeds. I mean, flowers. Yes, I love sunflower seeds. I would be right out there with the wildlife collecting me some sunflower seeds to bake in the oven. Check that out. I love it. We drove by a sunflower seed, but we weren't able to stop and take any pictures. It was right on the road too, so all we had to do is pull off on the shoulder. But you know how those pull off and take pictures things go. It always takes longer than you thought it was gonna. So we didn't have the time. I really like those. So thank you to Jonathan at Service Venator for sending those in. Awesome. And there we go. Sunflowers, yes. Bright and cheery, right? I just think they're so pretty. All right, and then I'm going to sit and drink a little bit of coffee because last up is me. I always go last in case we run out of time. And I always put way too many pictures in here in case I'm the only one, right? You never know. That's never happened to me before, but it could. So I always try to be prepared for that. Plus, I'm never out of stuff to share. Right? Weren't they gorgeous? Okay. Give me one more little bit to sip on this coffee. I hope that y'all are having a great day. You know, while I drink this coffee, we can come back over here because Challenge Day makes me happy. You know what happens when we're happy around here, except I can't get this to scroll. Why is it not scrolling? It did this the other day. Now stop it with this nonsense and scroll. It doesn't even give me a place to scroll at. Oh, you dirty booger. Well, I was going to play the happy thing. Maybe I'm not. Let's see. I'm over here. And it's not going to scroll there either. So what I have to do is go out and come back in. Sorry, guys. I'll be right back. All right, let's see if that fixed it. That fixed it. Now, I don't know why it does that. It's never done that before. And it's aggravating. Is a technical term when I'm dealing with technology. I use it a lot. Okay. You're about to ignore my coffee. Did you see that? All right. So here's mine. And part of the time I walk inside because y'all, I've shown you the blisters that I get from the sun this year. And but I do walk outside in the evenings. But most of the time, I'm walking right here. And that's my treadmill, and there's the TV, or I can set my phone up there and I can watch YouTube videos while I'm walking. And got a clock right there so I know how long I walked, and all the things that a person needs when they're walking. Got right there. But when I can go outside, this is what I see as I come out the door. And there's our swing under the maple tree. And there's my wildflower garden back there behind it. So the first thing I do, it doesn't matter what I'm doing. If I go out that door, I go right to my flower garden and we check it out. So this garden in summer is all lavender with purple cone flowers and a little bit of yellow with those little yellow daisies that you see right there. But it's mostly just a sea of purple cone flowers. But that changes in the fall. Now, these are those silly things that I bought seed to plant, and it said it was purple cone flowers. But, you know, that is not a purple cone flower, and I have yet to see, is it actually going to bloom up there at the top, or what is it doing? I don't know what it's doing. I didn't pull it because I wanted to see what it was, but I'm not going to let it stay where it is because that's not what I wanted there. So anyway, that's the adventure, is to see what else that does. It's really tall, really tall. And then, so my garden becomes a sea of yellow in the fall. I think that's supposed to be down here somewhere. Give me a minute while I rearrange a little bit. That is supposed to be down here. Okay, so we're coming back up here. So my garden becomes this sea of yellow in the fall, and see the purple cone flowers are dying out. Some are already brown. Some are still pretty. Some are fading. And now my goldenrod is blooming, so I've got the yellow down in the lower level from the daisies, and then I've got a sea of yellow up top from the goldenrod. Look at all that yellow. I love it. And there's some foxtail down there in the corner. I grow foxtail on purpose. I know it's a grass. I don't care. I think the bloom of, which is that little head right there down there in that right-hand corner, I think the plume of a foxtail grass is gorgeous. So I have it in my garden. And there's some of the, what used to be purple cone flowers fading out, and some, that one up there at the top's drying out. I'll be cutting those flowers heads off, and then I actually plant that flower head in the ground. There's some still blooming and some that are fading. There's some more of that stuff that I have no idea what it is. It's a pretty dirty deed, having the wrong seeds in a seed pack. There's a coneflower still blooming. There's some that are really brown, and there's some goldenrod in there. And here's a clump of foxtail. I just think it's gorgeous. I love it. Foxtail is one of my favorite grasses. All right, and then we get to the walk where I go walk along the woods. And get to see the trees. In the evening, this is evening. The sun's still out, but it is evening. And I think I only got one blister that day. So I love getting to see nature and hear the birds. And actually, I enjoy hearing the insects. I enjoy hearing the crickets. I enjoy hearing the frogs at night. We hear a lot of owls at night. Once in a while, we hear foxes out there. I love that view right there. So that's what my walks look like. But most of the time, this year, I've had to walk inside on this treadmill because I've just been blistering too much to go outside. Now, I did find something to help me, and it's an article of clothing that blocks UV rays. I didn't know there was such a thing, but I do now, and I will be purchasing at least 2 of those so I can have one to wear, and then another clean one when that one's maybe in the hamper or in the washer. I forget what they're called, but I looked them up, and Amazon has them. I don't know where. Well, I know where this person got theirs, but I don't live there, so I'll be getting mine elsewhere. Let me see. I'm trying to look to see if I took a picture of it, if I did a screenshot or not. Let's see. Screenshots. No, I did not. Oh, yes, I did. Here it is. It's SunGuard beachwear. but you can get it. It's long sleeved, which is what I'll have to have in the summer. Long guard beachwear, and it blocks UV light. And it's mostly polyester is what it is. And remember how that feels on your skin? It's really slick, and get away from me, fly. Really slick. I forget what the other part is made of, but it will block the UV light. And so I'll be ordering a couple of those. I didn't even know there was such a thing. I mean, I know you can wear a long sleeve shirt, but ugh. Ugh. Okay, let's get back over here to these comments section. Let's see. Here we go, right there. Oh, those are the sunflowers. Yeah, right. We'll try it again here in a minute. Thank you, Lily. Thank you. Yes, lavender is awesome. I usually grow lavender, and I didn't this year. A lot of green out there in the woods. Huh. Gotta go take Pippi for her walk now. Let's see. You haven't done a click of work yet. Oh. Well, let's see if this is going to let me do this now. I'll have to switch back. Well, thank you everyone for sending in your show and tell your challenge items. And hey, it's going to let me. So here we go. Wah! Yeah. Oh, yeah. There we go. Now we got it. We got it done. Nancy says this hour went too quickly. Thanks for the fun. And happy Labor Day weekend, everybody. Absolutely. So that is the close of another challenge day. Thank you for participating. Thank you for everyone in the chat. Thank you for those who are watching but not in the chat. And thank you everybody who watches the replay. And be sure to leave a comment down below in the video comments so I know that you were here. So it makes me happy. And just know that we are going to enjoy every moment of this day. Every day is what you choose it to be. And what do I mean by that? I mean, every day we can choose what attitude we're going to have for the day, right? And it's not always easy to pick having a good attitude. It really isn't. But it sure makes your day much better when you do. So I encourage everyone to choose, enjoy every moment, and choose to have a good day. And thank you for being here and spending part of your time with me. I think you all are awesome and amazing. And I just want you to know that if you're struggling, you are not struggling alone. You matter. You are worthy of good things to happen to you. And I just want you to know that you're not struggling alone, and hang on with all you've got and never give up. I love y'all. Have a wonderful rest of the day.